Hello and welcome to our channel. In this video, we'll be covering Chapter 5, Working of Institutions, 5 marks questions. So let's start the video. Before starting with the video, please like our video, subscribe to our channel and share the video. We have other contents as well. You can have a look at our channel. So let's start the video. First question. What was Mandal Commission? मंडल कमीशन क्या था? Why was it appointed? वो क्यों अपॉइंट किया गया था? And you need to state its major recommendation. You need to state the major recommendation that was in मंडल कमीशन. अब इस क्वेश्चन को और कैसे पूछ सकते हैं? Why was मंडल कमीशन set up? मंडल कमीशन क्यों सेटअप किया गया था? What did it recommended to the government? उसने गवर्नमेंट को क्या रिकमेंड किया? So let's see the answer. First, the commission appointed by the Government of India in 1979 named as Second Backward Commission. अब ये मंडल कमीशन क्या था? मंडल कमीशन किसने अपॉइंट किया था? It was appointed by the Government of India in 1979. हमने इसका नाम और क्या रखा? It was also known as Second Backward Class Commission. अब this frames a first point जिसकी हम हेडिंग डालेंगे appointed, यानी कि हम appointed लिखेंगे और फिर ये फर्स्ट पॉइंट डिस्क्राइब करेंगे. फिर सेकेंड पॉइंट हेडेड. सेकेंड पॉइंट का मेन वर्ड है हेडेड. देन वी विल राइट डाउन इट वाज हेडेड बाय बीपी मंडल एंड वाज कॉल्ड मंडल कमीशन. दैट्स फ्रेम्स आवर सेकेंड पॉइंट. फिर थर्ड पॉइंट, इट वाज अपॉइंटेड टू डिटरमाइन द क्राइटेरिया टू आइडेंटिफाई द सोशली एंड एजुकेशनली बैकवर्ड क्लास. यानी कि थर्ड पॉइंट में हमारा रहेगा एम या पर्पस. फिर हम ये थर्ड पॉइंट डिस्क्राइब करेंगे. अब इसका एम या पर्पस क्या था? टू आइडेंटिफाई द सोशली एंड एजुकेशनली बैकवर्ड क्लास पीपल एंड रिकमेंड द स्टेप्स जो उनको हेल्प करें टुवर्ड्स अचीविंग देयर गोल्स टुवर्ड्स फॉर बेटरमेंट. फोर्थ पॉइंट, हमारा फोर्थ पॉइंट का मेन पार्ट है, मेन है रिकमेंडेशन. हम रिकमेंडेशन लिखेंगे, 2 बुलेट पॉइंट्स लगाएंगे एंड देन स्टार्ट द आंसर. So what was the recommendation? The major recommendation was 27% of the government jobs be reserved for socially and economically backward class. इसमें हमने बोला कि 27% जो जॉब्स है वो हम रिजर्व कर दे किसके लिए? SCBC ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल के लिए. सो फर्स्ट पॉइंट हो गया अपॉइंटेड, सेकेंड हेडेड, थर्ड विल बी एम और पर्पस एंड फोर्थ रिकमेंडेशन. मूविंग ऑन to the next question. Question number 2. लोकसभा is more powerful than राज्यसभा. हम ये बोलते हैं लोकसभा राज्यसभा से ज़्यादा पावरफुल है. Give reasons. You need to give the reasons. Which house of parliament is most powerful? इसको कैसे लिख सकते हैं? Which part of, कौन सा हाउस पार्लियामेंट का ज़्यादा पावरफुल है और क्यों? फिर और कैसे पूछ सकते हैं इस क्वेश्चन को? Our constitution give राज्यसभा एंड लोकसभा से स्पेशल पावर बट लोकसभा एक्सरसाइज इज सुप्रीम पावर. यहाँ पे क्या पूछ रहे हैं? लोकसभा, यहाँ पे ये बोल रहे हैं कि लोकसभा एंड राज्यसभा दोनों को कुछ स्पेशल पावर्स दी गई हैं, पर हम ये देखते हैं कि लोकसभा को कुछ ज़्यादा पावर्स दी गई. इन तीनों का आंसर ऑलमोस्ट सेम है, जिसमें हमें क्या बताना है? लोकसभा की एक्स्ट्रा पावर्स बतानी है. ये बताना है कि लोकसभा इज मोर पावरफुल देन द राज्यसभा. लेट्स सी द आंसर. फर्स्ट पॉइंट हियर इज ऑर्डिनरी बिल. So the ordinary bill needs to be passed by both the houses, as you know. But if there is a difference between the two houses, the final decision is taken in the joint session with the members of both the houses sit together, and because large number of members are in Lok Sabha, so the Lok Sabha majority prevails here. Second point, money bills. अब हम money bill की बात करें तो you know money bill is always passed in the Lok Sabha. So let's see this. Lok Sabha exercises more power in money matters. Once Lok Sabha passes the budget on the government or any other money related law, Rajya Sabha cannot reject it. So Rajya Sabha can only delay it by 14 days or suggest some changes in it. And it's up to Lok Sabha that whether to accept those changes or not. No confidence motion. Third point, Mostly importantly, Lok Sabha councils of ministers, only person who enjoys the support of majority of members in Lok Sabha is appointed as the Prime Minister. And if majority of members says that they have no confidence in the councils of ministers, then the Prime Minister needs to quit down. Next question number 3. It's question number 3, not 10. You need to difference between two types of executive: political executive and permanent executive. So these are the points of difference. In political executive, executives are elected for a specific period of time, and these are called political executive. These executives are appointed for long period of time. यहाँ पे क्या है, specific period, और यहाँ पे long period, therefore they are permanent. Political leaders, अब political executive में क्या आता है, political leaders who take the decisions. इसमें कौन आते हैं, civil servants. Third point, political executive are answerable to the people because they are elected by the people. Third point, permanent executives are answerable to the government only. All the policy decisions are taken by the political executive. यहाँ पे सारे decision कौन ले रहे हैं, political executives खुद ले रहे हैं. Permanent executive work under the political executive and assist them in carry day-to-day administration. यानी कि यहाँ पे decision कौन ले रहे हैं, political executives ही ले रहे हैं, because they work under political executives. Fifth point, political executive work till house is dissolved and their term is for 5 years and they are for permanent. Next question number 4. Why have the political executive more power than the non-political executive? अब political के पास non-political से ज़्यादा powers क्यों होती हैं? You need to explain this. First point, in a democracy the will of people is supreme. यानी कि democracy में people को सबसे ऊपर रखा जाता है, and the political executives are the persons who are elected by the people, so they have more power. Second point, all the political executives are answerable to the people. सारे political executives किसको answer बोलते हैं, people को answer बोलते हैं, and people can change it. And if you see, the people can change them if they don't work according to the wishes of the people. And third point, the non-political executive are the experts in their field, but political executives have to see the welfare of the. Fourth point, experts can tell the route, but political executives have a large view, so they decide the destination. यानी कि हमारा final decision कौन decide करता है, तो political executives themselves. Next question number 5 maybe. Yeah, 5. Who appoints the prime minister? Prime minister को कौन appoint करता है या फिर वो कैसे appoint किया जाता है? So you know it's appointed in the Lok Sabha. Majority of Lok Sabha members appoint करते हैं. You can study down the answer. Next question, if we move, sixth question, explain the composition of council of ministers. You need to mention down the composition of council of ministers, or what do you mean by council of ministers. You need to explain the different categories of ministers that exist, or what do you mean by councils of ministers and how they are appointed. These all questions from almost the same answer. That is, let's see the answer. Councils of ministers क्या है, एक large body है जो किसके comprise करती है, 3 चीज़ों में मिलके बनी है. 3 types of ministers comprise करती है, that are cabinet minister, ministry of state with independent charge and ministry of state. अब ministry of state with independent charge वो ये कब आते हैं, they are in special cases only when they are appointed. And ministry of state, they are attached with the cabinet ministry of states and cabinet minister. They are the inner ring of the council of ministers or the top level leaders of the ruling party. Next question, it's question number 7. How can the judge of Supreme Court be removed? So how can you remove the judge of Supreme Court? It said that. So judge of Supreme Court can be removed in case there is violation of the constitution, which we call as the impeachment, and the resolution of impeachment judge may be removed either in the houses of the parliament. Such a resolution needs to be fast moved by the notice where at least 1/4 of the total number of members of the houses pass this. and the resolution must be passed by 2/3 of the total members of the House. Then the charge is levied against the investigation of the House, and the judge has the right to appear in the person only when the answers charges made against him. He also possesses the right to be defended by the counsel, यानी कि जो जिसको हम remove करें उसके पास right होता है that he can opt for the defense too. And if the charges are sustained by the 2/3 votes in the other houses, the impeachment succeeds. Next question, question number 8. You need to examine the role of judiciary in India and the parliamentary system. India और parliamentary system में what role is played by the judiciary? You need to explain that. अब judiciary means the Supreme Court only. So the Supreme Court acts as the guardian of the Constitution. Supreme Court keeps an eye on the working power of both the state and the center as well. Supreme Court has the power to settle the disputes between the state center and between the two states as well. The Constitution of India has given responsibility of protection of fundamental rights to the Supreme Court itself. Next, 9th question. What do you mean by public interest litigation? Public interest litigation क्या होता है and what is the importance of it? So anyone can approach the courts if the public interest is violated or hurt by the actions of the government. This is called public interest litigation. The court intervenes to prevent the misuse of the government power and to make the decision, and they check the malpractice of the part of the public officials as well. Next question. Question number 10. You need to explain the judgment of Indra Swahane and others versus India case. यानी कि ये कौन सा केस था? When the Mandal Commission was opposed and the cases of Mandal Commission were grouped together and they were named as Indra Swahane and others versus Union of India case. This question can also be asked as Indra Swahane and other union case was filed in which concern. यानी कि this case was concerning to what? You need to describe or explain it. So the government decision to implement the recommendation of Mandal Commission to widespread protest and counter protest. Many persons are associated to the opposers and they filed a number of cases. So first point is a number of cases was filed in the Supreme Court and the High Court as well in India that was arising. And the second point state कि हमने सारे के सारे cases को bunch up कर लिया था together and this was known as Indra Swahane and others versus Union of India case. फिर इसमें क्या हुआ था? इसमें 11 judges, मेन पॉइंट क्या, 11 जजेस बैठे थे सुप्रीम कोर्ट के एंड दे हर्ड द रिकमेंडेशन एंड उन्होंने क्या ऑर्डर दिया था? टू मॉडिफाई द ओरिजिनल ऑर्डर. उन्होंने बोला था कि यू नीड टू मॉडिफाई द ओरिजिनल ऑर्डर एंड दे ऑल्सो टर्म द मेडल कमीशन टू बी वैलिड. So after this, after declaring this as valid, Mandal Commission as valid and to modify the order, उन्होंने क्या रिलीज किया? उन्होंने दोबारा ऑफिस मेमोरेंडम रिलीज किया. When? September 8, 1993 को. Next question, question number 11. Describe the different institutions which are involved in the decision making process. You need to describe the different institutions that are involved in making a decision. So first point, we need to describe what are institutions. Second point, you need to mention there are 3 institutions: legislature, executive, judiciary. Then you need to mention in the third point what is democracy. Then you need to mention there are prime minister and cabinet as well as the civil servants that are involved. तो यहाँ पे कौन कौन आ गया? First point we have seen institutions क्या होते हैं. In the next we have to mention what 3 types of the institutions that exist. Then we mentioned what is you mean by democracy. Then prime minister and cabinet of ministers and civil servants are also there in the institution. Next question. Yeah, apart from civil servants, Supreme Court is also there in the picture. Next question. Question 12. You need to explain the major powers and functions of the parliament. Or this question can also be seen as how does parliament exercise political authority? Parliament political authority कैसे exercise करता है on behalf of the people? Here the answer is mentioned कि पार्लियामेंट के पास लेजिस्लेटिव पावर्स होती हैं. इट हैज़ कंट्रोल ओवर द फाइनेंसेस, तभी तो वो बजट वगैरह बनाता है. दैट इज डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड एंड एलोकेटेड. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, It control over the executive. They exercise Parliament exercise control over the executive in making decisions. Amendment or new law. In making any law, हम देखते हैं Parliament का role होता है. Or in case there is a change in law, that is amendment. In case of change in existing law, Parliament also decides. Next question. Next, third, fourth, fifth point. Functions related to elections होते हैं, तब Parliament has a role. Declaration of emergency. Parliament also can declare emergency in the country. It also exercise judicial functions. Supreme Court and the High Court remove कर सकते हैं हम with the help of Parliament. Next question. You need to explain the major roles and powers or functions of Prime Minister. You need to mention down the Prime Minister's के powers and functions. So Prime Minister is first is link. Prime Minister is a link between the cabinet and the president. क्योंकि ये दोनों प्राइम मिनिस्टर, क्योंकि हम देखते हैं कि प्राइम मिनिस्टर आता है, इधर प्रेसिडेंट आता है, एंड हियर इट्स काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर. प्राइम मिनिस्टर काउंसिल से रिलेट करता है, ये वापस एंड इधर. सो प्राइम मिनिस्टर क्या है, लिंक है. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट स्टेट्स फॉर्मेशन ऑफ द कैबिनेट, यानी कि प्राइम मिनिस्टर कैन हेल्प इन द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ द कैबिनेट. देन वी हैव third point, leader of Lok Sabha. Prime Minister is also known as leader of Lok Sabha, because we see that the Lok Sabha majority elects. On foreign affairs, Prime Minister plays an important role in the management of foreign affairs as well. He formulates the internal and external policy of the country. He is also the leader of the party, as well as he is also the leader of the nation. So next question. You need to explain the major power of president. Likewise, हमने अभी president के prime ministers की power पढ़ी. Likewise, we also have to study the powers of the president. President क्या होता है? Administrative head होता है. Appoints and dismisses the prime minister and the councils. He can appoint the prime minister as well and councils of minister as well as dismiss them. Next, summon and prorogue the parliament. He can summon both the houses in the session. And to dissolve the Lok Sabha, the president can also dissolve the Lok Sabha on the advice with the prime minister. Next, nomination by the members of parliament. Our next question, you need to explain briefly the powers and functions of Supreme Court. अब यहाँ पे Supreme Court के powers and functions describe करने हैं. Or discuss the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court, or write a short note on the appellate jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. In all, you need to mention down the Supreme Court powers. Where the answer states Supreme Court has authority on these matters. In case of disputes, Supreme Court settles. Supreme Court is the appellate jurisdiction. Supreme Court is the advisory jurisdiction. Supreme Court is the guardian of the Constitution. Supreme Court is the guardian of our fundamental rights, as it protects the fundamental rights. Next question, you need to compare both the houses of the parliament, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Tenure कितना होता है? 5 years. This is a permanent house. 4 years. It's for 6 years. Elections, these are elected directly, these are elected indirectly. This is more powerful, this is less powerful. Money bill originated in the Lok Sabha. Money bill cannot originate in this house. No confidence of motion हमारे पास लोक सभा के पास होती है. It does not enjoy this power. Next question, why there is need for political institution? Political institution की need क्यों होती है? Or we can see this question as political institutions. Why political institutions are important? Or we can see this question as why do we need institutions for governing a country? हमें institutions की need क्यों होती है एक country को govern करने के लिए? The answer states to take decisions, to implement the decisions, to solve any disputes, to take right decisions, and to avoid bad decisions. For all these, we need institutions. And likewise, you need to explain these points as well. Next, give any 3 functions or responsibilities of the government. You need to mention down the functions of the government here. Government क्या क्या काम करती है? Government make policies and implement them, collect taxes and use them for administration, defense and यानी कि वो taxes collect करी हैं and uses them for the country. Ensure security for the citizens. It caters to the need of the people. लोगों की ज़रूरतें पूरी कर रही है. Next, what is executive? Executive क्या होते हैं? Need to explain the composition of the executive. Next, executive किसको बन के बनते हैं? Political and non-political. Next question we have, can you explain 3 political institutions? Yeah, you know 3 political institutions क्या होते हैं? Legislature, executive and judiciary. So you need to mention them and explain them. So likewise, legislature, executive and judiciary. You need to mention three and explain them. Next, what do you mean by judicial review? Judicial review क्या आता है? And who have the power to interpret the Constitution of India? हमारा Constitution interpret करने के लिए किसके पास power होती है? So that's all for this video. Hope you like the video. Do subscribe to our channel and do share the video with your friends. You can also have a look at other contents available and other questions available for other chapters. So thank you for watching the video.